In the practice of the season of Lent, there's lots of different expressions towards the season. One of quietness, one of solitude, one of penitence. Importantly, though, not one of suffering. Not one that's calling us to be found in the grave, mind you, but instead an expression of preparing oneself, preparing one's family for the coming of Christ, and the knowing of that coming, the understanding of that coming, that resurrection as a Christ that is now being given to you in a new and different way, that you should meet Christ in that way. The Lenten season is one that comes with directions and imperatives, specific things to do. It's not just a season of quietness and solitude. We're given mission and purpose. And so tonight I want to speak about the three things that we've been called to in our lives as Christians during this season. And I want to invite you into each one of these three items. Not pick one, pick your favorite, but let's do all three. Number one is prayer. So I want to ask you the question to internally digest. How is your prayer life? Where are you meeting God in a daily way? Is it at stoplights and in the grocery line? Are you finding him here in Mass or at another church in Mass? How are you meeting God, and what does your prayer life look like? Our bishop says, Bishop Provenzano, that we should all pray at least 30 minutes a day. And if you're really, 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 really busy, you pray 1 hour. It's a joke, it's okay. But it does say something, that kind of prayer life where you would increase it in the midst of your busyness. That does speak to a sincere desire for a growing relationship with God. A growing expression of your faith and the time that you spend with God and how you might cultivate that. I encourage you to start with a small amount of time and build upon that time, but take time. The second is this, fasting. Now, culturally, many of us as Christians, when we hear the word fasting, the place that our mind usually goes is where? Food. But fasting is not, in this context of our Lenten experience, fasting is not just about food. Instead, it's a question as to what you are consuming. To think about what you are consuming in your life and how that consumption may also be consuming you. What are the things in your life that are bringing you distraction, that are taking you away from purpose, that are obstructing your path for relationship? It could be food, it could be drink. It could be the little computer that we have in our pocket. It could be the time that we're spending with our family. Fasting from the things that are consuming us. That changes the whole power dynamic of who's consuming what, doesn't it? The last is this, almsgiving. Seems like a convenient drop for the church to put that one in there. Almsgiving, yes, it certainly could be giving to an institution for the purpose of support. That's encouraged. But almsgiving is really about taking a personal inventory of your gifts, the things that you have that you can purposefully commission towards the support of other people. What of your time, what of your talent, what of your treasure? How can you support other people that need you? And how can that little bit of support mean so much to them? It's the imperative to give and to support. All these things, all three of these things we are called into in our Christian walk. Again, not a time of suffering, this Lenten journey, a time of clarity, a time of peace, a time of prayer, a time of sacrificing ourselves and considering what we are consuming and what is consuming us, all for the opportunity for that closer relationship with Jesus Christ. And today we take those important first steps. Amen.